Now, the NFL did finish last season with TV ratings down nearly 10% versus the prior season. It was blamed on the increase in streaming, a lack of marquee matchups, and the anthem protests. Attendance also down 7%. Look who's here, former NFL player and the author of the book Liberalism, or How to Turn Good Men into Whiners, Weenies, and Wimps. Burgess Owens is here. Great to see you. I just love to see your book title. It's kind of fun saying that.
Thank you, Liz. I
appreciate
appreciate that.
All right, let me back up. The president is now. Let me back up. The critics of the president's tweet are now saying, you know what, the players had to find what they're protesting about, racial injustice, that the players' teams in the new agreement are actually getting paid more than the players. Let's back up. The critics of the anthem protest say, stop disrespecting the flag. You're just doing it for shock value and to get people upset. Your take?
Well, first of all, my parents' generation dreamed of this day in which around the NFL team, around this stadium, there's billions of dollars worth of revenue that could be put into collectively doing some good things. If our kids, if these young men were taught how to be capitalists instead of socialists, they'll be coming together to figure out how to start businesses and hiring these young people and actually teaching their young people how to get prepared and educate themselves to be law enforcement officers. So we have a problem here, and that is, first of all, the NFL is not putting the parameters they need to put in place. They're dividing our country instead of unifying, because they don't want to put rules and regulations that these young people would recognize if they had to pay dearly for it. So it's a matter of looking at the NFL management and these young people. What's happening to them behind the scenes is what we need to look at and start looking at how we're going to address that at some point.
You know, Tennessee Titans star defensive end Jarrell Casey told CNN last month it's not necessarily about the anthem. That's where everybody is messing up. It's the way that the justice system treats minorities. That's the issue. Is everybody messing up their understanding of the protests?
Well, I have a question for the young man and those that are standing or kneeling now. What do they do when President Trump offered to be an advocate for them and their friends and families in the prison today that need to be let out? These people didn't say, none of these young men did a thing the last 6-7 months. They rather their friends and family rot in prison and let President Trump have any credit in getting them out of there. So it's one thing to talk. It's now time to put some action in. You have money, you have time, you have influence. Let's make a difference and stop pointing fingers at other people who you feel should be making a difference for you.
You know, Burgess, NFL legend Jim Brown says he is against kneeling. And the point is that our soldiers, there are families out there who have lost loved ones who've been overseas fighting. And what they have to look up to is the flag. They risk their lives to come home under the flag. That is the horror and the pain that our soldiers' families have to live with every day. And when they see that flag disrespected, they don't like it at all.
Well, Karl Marx, his statement back in 1800 was the first battleground is the rewriting of history. These young men on the sideline have no idea what we just talked about, Liz, because they're not trained out history. They don't salute the flag. They don't say a prayer. They don't have 70% of them don't have a father that's going to teach them how to respect anything, women, community, or the flag. So we have a problem that's behind the curtains that's been going for quite a while. And these are the socialists and the Marxists that's in these communities that's full of misery. And that's where these young people are coming out and making millions of dollars. Still,
let me back up. You're not. I mean, it's fine to protest. Yes, protest racial injustice. It's that you're doing it in front of the flag just for shock value. Is that what you take issue with?
Well, I take issue with the fact that there's a lack of respect, understanding what the true word of respect is all about. These young men, you're right. They could not articulate what they're up against, because at the end of the day, they've been told that this is a racist country and that's where they're going at this. They need to take the time they have, take the money they have, and actually invest in making sure that young people believe that this country gives them a great opportunity, because they're good examples of what can happen if you work hard and do it the right way.
Burgess Owens, we love having you on. Great to see you, sir. Come back soon.
Thank you, Liz.